Hello, welcome to Derbyshire. We're back out starting filming a new series today. It's one I've been looking forward. I actually started planning this series last summer, never got round to it, and I thought I'll do it this summer. That didn't happen. Here's Phil. Last time I saw Phil was the last time I did a Disused railway walk when we went to where did we go now? Denby. We walked from Ripley to Denby, didn't we?
Yeah, dreaded ballast walk.
Yeah. Good day out. That was probably the one warm day that I've had this year. Probably explain actually. We're going to be looking at the Cromford and High Peak Railway, and in this first episode I'm just going to be having a look at what was the original High Peak Junction. Anyway, but here's a little bit of history about the Cromford and High Peak Railway. During the conception of the Cromford and High Peak Railway, canals were in fashion and railways hadn't really taken off yet. The line exists as there was a desire to connect the Peak Forest Canal and Manchester's industry in the west to the Cromford Canal and the various industry in the East Midlands. A canal was considered, but the number of locks to cross the Peak District would be enormous. So instead, a tram road or tramway was decided to be the way forward, horse-drawn with rope inclines at several locations to pull the wagons up steep gradients. An extremely ambitious venture at the time, coming only a handful of years after the Stockton and Darlington Railway. This makes it one of the world's oldest railways. The 33-mile-long line opened at the turn of the 1830s, connecting the two canals, and shortly after the horses were replaced with steam engines. We'll see as we progress down the line various challenges ultimately led to the line's closure. Apart from a few quarry lines, the railway closed in stages up to 1967. These days, a large portion of the line can be enjoyed on the High Peak Trail. So we're in between, where are we in between Wat Standwell and Cromford, aren't we, at the minute? Looking down on, this would be the former Midland Railway Manchester branch, I think it's listed as. So this, further up, goes through Matlock, Rowsley, onto what's now the Monsell Trail, you might know it more commonly as. And we're just looking over now what would have been High Peak Junction. So we're currently stood on that bridge and we're looking over the railway in that direction. By the mid-19th century, railways were starting to take over and canals were very much on the decline. The nearby Midland Railway, or the Ambergate, Nottingham, Boston and Eastern Junction Railway as it was known then, passed through Cromford, arriving in 1849, and given the Cromford and High Peak Railway didn't connect to any other railways, it was decided to extend southwards by a few miles to join the two together. And this is where the High Peak Junction, where we start this video, connected in 1853. So this was, looking at the maps, the junction, it's like the points were about here, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'd say you can just see where it starts. Engineered the bank, haven't they, to widen it out, cut into it for the sidings, and they get progressively wider as you go around the corner, which you can't quite see it.
No, I mean, you'd never guess. I mean, there was 4 running lines and then some sidings, signal box, all within, well, if I'm reading the maps right, all within what we can see here.
Yeah. Look. It's plate layers up, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Look at the top.
Yeah, concrete top.
It's got windows in, like that, which is weird.
Window frame. It's a little bit ivied up, isn't it? It's difficult to see. So we're on, I mean, there's all this, that's just a chopped down tree, isn't it, that? This is the track bed, this is the old track bed in between what was the High Peak Junction with the Midland Railway. Just, what is it, 100 yards in that direction? It's not far. And I'll call it Cromford Wharf for now, in that direction. It's only about a mile between the two, but look at that, this is the track bed. That's clear, isn't it, that? You can see into the distance on that. I wonder if I wonder if it is a water tower.
Of sorts, or whatever. It's hollow anyway. I can see all the way down.
What, even below the ground level?
Do you want to pass it to me?
Yeah, go on then, yeah. Yeah, we're just deliberating on what this structure is. Just up from, well, literally just across from the Leewood pump house, through the trees there. Like a brick structure with, encased in a
support frame. Yeah. So something else, they probably have to put a support frame around it, with it being so wet underfoot.
So there's quite a lot going off in this valley, this gorge. It's beautiful around here, isn't it? If you've ever driven down the A6 into Cromford and Matlock, we've got the A6 on that side. We've got this Cromford and High Peak Railway. Then we've got, get these in order.
River, that's just below it.
Yeah, River Derwent. Down there, the lowest. Then the Cromford Canal, and then the Midland Railway, the other side. So I have a lot of stuff
and the road
threading through.
Far side as well.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Before we start getting into the busy bits, as we start getting near some of the visitor attractions, I'm going to be doing this series in, I don't know how many parts. It's going to be quite a lot of parts. I'm going to try and cover lots of different things as we make our way along over to Whaley Bridge. If anyone wants to contribute anything, if they've got any photographs or stories or videos or anything like that for future videos of where I'm heading, get in touch with me, leave me a comment, or go and have a look through Facebook, anything like that. Because whenever I go somewhere, the amount of stuff and information and content people have got that they want to share, but it's usually kind of too late. It's usually after the event, after the video's gone out. So yeah, if you got anything you want to share, anything you want to tell me, just get in touch. And when we do get around to covering those sections, it'll be a nice little addition. Right, so we're just joining up now with the Cromford Canal, aren't we?
Yep.
So here we go, High Peak Junction. Obviously we've come from there. This is where it'll get confusing, anyone who knows now.
Well, the modern day change has just come from there, that building where we took the first shot on that bridge.
Wasn't it?
It's not really a brilliant path, is it? Further up.
We'll get to the history of the High Peak Junction, or what they now refer to High Peak Junction, when we get there, just a short distance in front. There's the Leewood pump house. That's how they got water up from the River Derwent into the Cromford Canal. Problem here is a lot of these names seem to overlap, don't they? These change over the years. What's this building here then? See, this is all railway, the railway and the canal met. So is that single track then, squeezing its way through that gap? Wow. Canopy there. And a loading gauge as well, just over the top. It is, isn't it? Yeah. Bit of track left down. And it's sign there, engine must not enter this warehouse.
Looks like either the engine's a little hut he had.
Isn't it? Just have a look on the Canal Wharf side as well. See, it's not easy to see. We need it to be on the towpath at the other side, look. But you can see the canopy on the canal side of the warehouse.
There's that line we just uncovered, just one section of it still there, isn't it? So just a buffer it was, look, that's all. So this is where it ended then originally, until they put that shelf and went down to the main line.
Yeah, until 1853, yeah. So you can walk along the towpath. There's people walking just on the other side of the canal, which is just down there, the canal. It's little, yeah, it's like I think it's a permanent way hut or something like that. It's a little over-engineered, isn't it, for a...
I'll make a nice ice cream pub just on the shutters.
Would, wouldn't it? Is it open?
I don't like it.
No. You can get round the back though, it's nice and clear. Not a lot to see, some traffic cones, chimney. So we are coming up to what is now referred to as High Peak Junction. A couple of other names. I've got a cheat sheet again. Cromford Wharf, High Peak Wharf. They were a couple of other names that this went by. So that's the start of this series. That's the end of episode 1. So episode 2, we're going to just be having a look around the old workshops of what's now High Peak Junction. That's going to get so confusing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Going to that all day. Yep, so we'll see you on the next one. Cheers for watching.